Hi, my name is Diane Cornelius. I'm a certified holistic health coach and I help people feel better. And I'm glad that you found this video. So if you found me, you're probably wondering what you can do to start feeling better. Maybe you feel low, maybe you feel depressed, and you're tired of feeling that way and you want to feel better. I want to assure you that you're in the right place. Last year, I struggled tremendously after losing my mom, and I spent most of the year in depression. And finally, toward the end of the year, I thought, okay, I want to feel better. I just don't want to feel low anymore. I'm going to share with you what I did to bring myself out of that depression, and I think it might help you too. The first thing that I did was I identified the problem. I asked myself, okay, what is going on with me? Why am I feeling this way? And for me, it was a pretty clear answer. My mom had passed away at the end of 2014, and I didn't know who I was anymore. I felt like I lost my identity. I was really struggling with grief. So that was at the heart of my depression. For you, as you begin to try to identify what's going on, ask yourself, are you suffering from a loss? Are you grieving? Have you changed something in your life recently? Did you retire? Did you switch jobs? Did you lose a job? Think about whether there are stresses in your life. Are you stressed out? Are you worrying about money and relationships and children? And then ask yourself, are you exhausted? Are you tired? Once you pinpoint exactly what's at the heart of the depression, then you can do this next step, which is to seek help, to find a therapist. Now, even if you're not able to really figure out what's going on with you, a therapist can help you with that. The big thing that helped me was moving my body every day. Exercise, you've heard, right? It's the best antidepressant. When you exercise, you release dopamine and norepinephrine and serotonin and adrenaline. And these hormones make you feel good. They really do. You've heard of endorphins, right? They're real. So if you can figure out how to just get yourself up to move every day, you don't have to go to a gym. You can work out right in the comfort of your own home. And you know what? For me, when I started on my journey back to feeling good again, all I did was walk. I found a beautiful trail that was very natural, that occasionally had lots of sunlight coming in, and that helped me tremendously. And I'm going to tell you why. One, I was moving my body. So I was releasing all of those awesome hormones that I told you about that do make you feel good. Two, I was getting vitamin D. I was getting sunlight, and that makes you feel good. So if you stay cooped up in the house in the bed, which is what you probably want to do, and I know this because that's what I did for a long time, you're not getting all of that awesome sunlight. You're not breathing in the fresh air. The other thing is it's meditative. And for me, faith was a big part of what helped me come out of my depression also. So for me, walking was an opportunity to have a conversation with God, to appreciate God's beauty, to appreciate nature. And those three things helped me tremendously. So if you're able to get out in nature, whether it's near a beach or in the woods or near a nice trail, I highly recommend it. The next step is nutrition. Oh my goodness. Nutrition is so important. When you eat crappy food, you feel crappy. That's just how it is. When you first eat the donut or the cake or the bagel with the cream cheese or whatever it is, when you first eat it, you feel good. It's almost like a high, right? Like a drug. But what's happening, all of these high carb, sugary foods, they are wrecking the balance of sugars in your body. You're totally imbalanced. And when you're imbalanced, you're foggy, you're not clear, and it affects your mood. So you want to try to improve your nutrition. And you're probably thinking, I could barely get out of bed. You want to take away the only thing that makes me happy? And I can say that to you because I've been there. Eating better makes you feel better. So instead of focusing on taking things away, focus on adding things in. Drink more water, get more vegetables in. Add good quality proteins. For me, every morning I have a superfood shake that has a great balance of protein as well as carbs and lots of superfoods, and it makes me feel good right away. You want to have something like that, or a high protein breakfast. Maybe you can have some egg whites and some fruit, but something that's not going to just spike your insulin levels and just totally wreck your blood sugar. So food is key. I use a liquid supplement from Carlson, and it has 4,000 IUs per drop. So my vitamin D levels tend to be a little bit low, and I make sure that I always supplement with vitamin D. Another thing that you might want to supplement that will help your mood is good healthy fats like omega-3s. So a good quality fish oil. Carlson also makes a good quality fish oil that's like third-party tested for mercury and such. That does things to your brain to make you feel better. It's also great if you're pregnant. It's awesome for the baby. It has DHA in there, which is good for the brain. The final thing that I want to talk about in terms of nutrition is your B vitamins. Your B vitamins are happy vitamins. They make you feel good. So you can add something like nutritional yeast to your food. Nutritional yeast, it's like these flakes, and it tastes a little bit like cheese. You can add that to your food to give you some extra B vitamins, or you could take a sublingual B vitamin, B12, put it under your tongue. Those things are things that you can do for yourself that will support your nutrition and will ultimately help you feel better. I want to talk also about sleep. If you are depriving yourself of sleep, you're not helping your situation. I am a cranky person when I don't get enough sleep. So if you can get 8 hours in per day, that would be great. Sleep is when the magic happens. It's when your body heals and restores. It's when you recharge. So you definitely want to sleep. And if you're struggling with sleep, check if you're exercising, because exercise is going to help you have more restful sleep. See how all of this kind of plays into each other? And, finally, I just want to let you know that for me, faith and prayer was also huge in helping me come out of my depression. I restored that faith every day by the things that I introduced into my mind. And what I mean by that is, I did personal development every day back then when I was really trying to work my way out of it. And now my goal is to do personal development every day. Sometimes I falter, and I can tell the difference. Personal development is just awesome books, audios, videos that elevate your mindset, that remind you that you can do anything, remind you that you have the power to change your life and make your life awesome, remind you of who you really are. Personal development is key, and I highly recommend it. But those are the steps that I took to help me deal with getting out of depression when it just felt so heavy on me, and I still implement those steps. If you would like to consider joining my 21-day revitalization group, that might be something that would be a good help for you. What we do in that group is we focus on clean nutrition, which would tackle, the bad foods that mess with your sugar balances. And we make sure that you're exercising every day. So you're going to get all of those awesome hormones, those feel-good hormones that I mentioned. You have a group of people for support, and we do personal development every single day. So if you think that those things might be helpful for you, then definitely fill out the form in the description link below, and I can get you started on that. We can have a discovery call. I can find out more about you, and we can see if we can get you feeling better soon. I hope that today you start to move your body and do things to help you feel better, implement some of the things that I shared in this video. And I want you to take care of yourself and be well. Bye. Now, I want you to recognize that these things might work for you, but there is no shame in deciding to take medicine if you feel like you need it just to get through this particular time in your life. If you have a doctor who's holistic minded, who's not all about over medicating you, then go and talk to them and explore your options.